Dr. Phil, Angry Moments. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscriber button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Film Slim. Dr. Phil is an American talk show hosted by Phil McGraw. Dr. Phil debuted on September 16, 2002, offering advice in the form of life strategies from his life experience as a clinical and forensic psychologist. Dr. Philip C. McGraw's show draws on his 25 years of experience in psychology, sociology, and observation. Beginning his TV career as the resident expert on normal human behavior on Oprah Winfrey's daily talk show, Dr. Phil continues to deal with real issues in his blunt style. Sometimes he gets worked up on the show, and frankly, we can't blame him for that. Well, let's take a look at some of the cringe angry moments from the show. Number 1. Sir has a black heart. This is a bit of a dark episode in which Pamela, the guest, claims that her ex-husband, Pete, ran out on their family to be with a massage therapist he met at a couples retreat. She also blames him for their 15-year-old son's suicide. It all culminates in a fiery and destructive 3-minute speech from Phil. And he also said, "I think you have some things here today that are absolutely reckless." The host absolutely tears into Pete by calling him reckless and destructive before telling him that he has a black heart. Number 2. Get a job. The kid is so spoiled rotten that he failed to raise his voice now. In this episode, an aspiring singer, King Keith Franklin VII, believes that becoming famous is more important than getting a job or an education. The host tears into him by ordering him to pull his own weight and contribute around the house before straight up telling him to get a job. Reality checks can be hard to listen to, especially when they come from a nearly yelling and clearly irate Dr. Phil. Number 3. You don't put words in my mouth. In this episode, Phil sits down with Alaska. Alaska has a cuddling business and uses provocative photos to market herself. This has led Paul to worry about her sexual behavior as well as personal safety while defending herself. Alaska states that Phil has been insinuating various insulting ideas throughout the interview. He tells Alaska that she shouldn't put words in his mouth before looking her dead in the eyes and saying that she isn't afraid of him. Number 4. You're committing a crime. Phil has plenty of short leash when it comes to the mistreatment of children, and that is on full display in this dramatic episode that culminates with Phil accusing Kaylee of a crime. Kaylee is a dominatrix who gives her 14-year-old daughter alcohol and marijuana and allows her teen to have sex. Phil begins Kaylee's roast rather politely, saying that teenagers can't give consent under the law and that adults need to monitor their behavior. However, that was just a prelude to the main event, while Phil tells Kaylee about 20 times that she is committing a crime by giving her daughter drugs and permitting her to be physically intimate with other people. Number 5. Kicking off from the show. In this episode, Phil kicks out Bum Fights producer from the show. For those who are unaware of Bum Fights, it was a film that saw homeless people performing amateur stunts for small amounts of money or alcohol. The video was enormously controversial and has been banned in various countries. A man who bought the film rights, known as the alias of T.Y. Beeson, producer of Bum Fights, appeared on Dr. Phil, hilariously dressed as Dr. Phil. However, his appearance lasted for less than a minute before he was kicked off by Dr. Phil himself. He yelled on Dr. Phil, saying, "If you think I exploit people, every time you bring a guest on this show, you exploit them and spread whatever problems they have to the whole world." It seems that in this episode, there are furious actions, but not by Phil, rather by the guest. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll absolutely love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.